Hello, Avi. As you can see, I've looked up about the earthquake that you had the other day, and I realised as I was looking at the information that I suddenly felt very guilty because I'd received your video, I looked at it, and I thought, as perhaps you could imagine, wow! And as I said, I was lost for words about the timing of it. I suddenly realised that I didn't ask you how you were, and to be honest, the most important thing in all this is I assume from the smile on your face and on Naomi's face that you're all okay there, and that if there was any damage it was minor. It's just that at the moment we're going through one of those cycles where various things seem to be happening that are not too good. We've had those terrible floods in Mexico, and I've been looking at on the internet at pictures of those, and I mean, they're bad. They're really bad. We had some very, very bad floods in my own country earlier this year, but I think in terms of scale, those currently taking place in the Tabasco province of Mexico are really very, very, very bad indeed. And then we had some sad news in my own town Saturday morning. This last Saturday morning, a young man was killed, and my wife and I were talking about it because although we live in a town of 30,000 people, it's surprising that how many people you get to know. And we were thinking that when he was younger, this person may have been in a Sunday school that we were responsible for. And you know, when you have young children around you, you don't expect them to have their lives terminated at the age of 15. The police have arrested somebody. I don't know the details. I think there was some sort of fight at the party or outside the party, but the person who allegedly committed the crime is at just 18, and he lives really just a few hundred yards away from us. And such events do tend to sober us up a bit, don't they? And well, it certainly made me think to myself, well, I really better check that you are okay. And one thing I wanted to ask, I wondered if you or maybe Naomi has any pets, because one of the things that I've always heard is that before an earthquake, that in times past, before all the technology we have today, people could spot something was going to happen because of unusual behaviour by animals. And there's a very famous case of this in Indonesia, in Krakatoa, in I think what is now called Jakarta, but at the time was probably called Batavia. That in the city there was a circus visiting, and for reasons best known to themselves, there was an elephant was kept in the hotel, or in the accommodation owned by the hotel when a circus was visiting at precisely the same time as the explosion of Krakatoa, the volcano, which caused this incredible tsunami that destroyed many acres of land, rather like the tsunami the other year. And that elephant really ran riot several hours before there was any hint of trouble. So there we are, that's it. Two things: are you safe and well? And secondly, did you notice any unusual animal behaviour, if you have any animals around you? If you didn't, you wouldn't, but I'd be interested to know. Goodbye.